Kaylee, and welcome to Thursday. I think it's a good day to be able to fill you in on what's been going on the last couple days. So what's new with me? Well, I'll start off with the fact that it's sweater vest season. As you can see, I have my sweater vest on because it is finally cold outside. I think our watch party ushered in the cold weather, and I'm not even joking because I kid you not, the day after we had our watch party, it was the brisk fall chill. All the leaves on the trees have changed. I mean, there are a few green ones, but right after the party, we went outside, we went on a walk to go play pickleball, and there were so many more orange and red trees that had just changed overnight. So I think you really do have to dress for the season or have something that ushers in the season. Lets it know that it is very welcome, because it was not until the day after our party that everything was cold and it really felt like fall. I put on a coat today and walked outside, and I was thinking, wow, I love that I actually need this coat. It's not just an accessory. I need this and I can wear it, and no one can tell me not to or that it's ridiculous, because it is genuinely really cold. Other things that are going on. So a funny story. I'm supposed to be in an interview right now, a job interview, because as much as I would love to stay home and bake all day, I gotta help pay the rent. So I'm looking for jobs and I'm enjoying the job search. I've had some really good interviews the past couple days, and a lot of it's just the waiting game. Most of what I'm applying for are remote positions, and so I applied for one non-remote position, and the place that's about half hour away, and I was scheduled for this interview by this agency, and they sent me a text telling me like what time the interview was, like all the information about it, and they had a phone number in there, and I thought the phone number was for the contact information for the interviewer. So I thought it was a phone interview, even though no one said that. Because of applying for all these remote jobs, I'm used to doing all these phone interviews. So I thought it was a phone interview, which is silly because I'm only half an hour away from them, and of course in-person interviews are way better. So yeah, that bad on me. So I immediately called the agency once I figured that it was in person, and I was like, hey, so I messed up. Could you let your client know that it was a misunderstanding and I thought it was a phone interview because there was a phone number listed? And she's like, okay, I'll let them know. Kind of like, you kind of messed up, which I totally did. I totally messed up. She called back and she said they totally understood. It doesn't take you out of the running, which is amazing. It didn't take me out of the running. Like, if someone missed an interview for me, I'd be like, that's indicative of how they're gonna work as a person. But I don't know. I think that they showed me grace, shows me that there's someone I really would want to work for, because that means they're human and they understand that people make mistakes. And so I really love that. Even if I don't get it at this point, even if it is because I made this mistake, I know that they're still taking a chance on me, which I so did not expect and appreciate. So they're scheduling me for a virtual interview. Yes, something could be preferred from the start. But yeah, moral of the story, you make mistakes sometimes. When you get grace for those mistakes, when you completely don't deserve it, and that inspires me to be more gracious in my everyday life and more understanding. Anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of my day, because I was supposed to be in an interview right now, and when you have an interview, I don't think you plan for anything after, because you're like, this is all that's ahead of me. This is my future. Nothing comes after that. But yeah, so maybe I'll try to relax, because I feel very over caffeinated, and in my like interview like peppiness. So I might try to finish a book I've been reading. It's a little fairy tale. It's called The Ogress and the Orphans. It's a book that Luke read. It's children's literature. If you are not reading children's literature, you are completely and totally missing out. What's weird about children's literature in the US is that it's only called children's literature when a child plays the main character. For example, Kaylee, I think you taught me this, that in the US, The Book Thief is considered young adult because Liesel, the 11-year-old, she is the main character. She's the protagonist, and so it's considered young adult. But in Australia, because of the themes expressed, it is, I think it's adult fiction. Publishing in the US is kind of wacky. So if you're writing off a children's book just because it's a children's book, oh my goodness, you are missing out on a world of literature. I'll put a C.S. Lewis quote here. Maybe someday you'll be old enough to read fairy tales again. I'm probably gonna read. I'm probably gonna relax a bit, find some things to do. And Kaylee, I will see you on Sunday. So I tried reading, and I read for 20 minutes before I fell asleep. And then I woke up really cold and hungry, so let's make soup. Okay, so we are making another, what in the heck is in the way? Oh, that's just, hello, welcome to my kitchen. Oh, look, cabinet's open. Go look over here. We're making another meal lime recipe. I love meal lime. It is so great because once you add the meals, it creates a grocery list for you and exactly how much of things you need to get, which is really nice. And you can also add things to that grocery list, and it's really good. Some of the recipes are a bit questionable, but I've used it like all through college and I'm using it now, and it's gotten better over the years. I don't know. If you need a meal planning app that will help you reduce waste because it portions everything, I would highly recommend meal lime, and Luke and I always have leftovers in the fridge that are really good, so try it out. We are doing chicken noodle soup with carrots, onions, parsley, and celery. So I'm gonna be honest, we waited a bit to do this recipe. I don't know if I have all the ingredients still, so let's see what happens. Another thing, I've also converted to drinking chlorophyll. Yes, because it's supposedly good for you. The internet's kind of, I don't know, some parts of the internet are like, there's no research saying that it's actually good for you, and everyone else is like, it changed my life. But I'll be honest, the real reason why I drink it is because it tastes like a little minty. Could I just add mint to my drinks? Of course, but then it wouldn't be green, and I want to be drinking a green drink and feeling like I'm doing something good for my body. I think my Discover Weekly's broken. I was just playing it and it's all like ambient instrumental music. Like, I'll play a couple samples. What? Okay, listen. I do sometimes, not all the time, I do sometimes listen to music while I'm reading, and usually it is instrumental, usually it's ambient, but this is just ridiculous because that just means that's what's gonna be on my Spotify Wrapped, and I don't want people to think that I only listen to like instrumental music. Anyway, I'm gonna try to find something else to listen to. Maybe I should switch to a podcast. This is not good. Oh, everything suggested is all instrumental reading. Soup season's my favorite. I think if I had to eat one food for the rest of my life, it would either be soup, salad, or sushi, because they can all be super versatile. Pretty much call anything a soup, except for cereal, not soup. Luke just sent me a grocery list, and so I'm gonna head to Fred Meyer to get things for breakfast tomorrow because we only have eggs. So I'm probably gonna get some bagels. He also wants to make grilled cheeses tomorrow, which I'm so excited for. So I'm gonna get stuff for grilled cheese, and then I'm gonna get some stuff for breakfast, so probably hash browns, avocados, bagels. Those are things he likes with his, so off to Fred Meyer. Riddle me this, they have a whole potato section, but they don't have the singular hash browns. They only have the shredded hash browns, they have diced hash browns, potatoes, but they don't have like the McDonald's hash browns you'd find in like a package. And I looked in the breakfast section too, they don't have them either. It's so frustrating. Good morning. It is Friday, and what are we doing?
P-ball o'clock.
P-ball o'clock. We're playing pickleball. I played it for the first time 2 days ago?
Yeah.
2 days ago, and I wasn't very good, but he thinks I was actually not as bad as I think I am.
Yup.
Why is that?
Because you did fine.
I did fine. He's really good at tennis, and so pickleball's pretty comparable. And he doesn't go easy on me, which I appreciate. That's how I got better at Smash Bros. So I think out of all the games we played, I scored a total of 4 points, and you have to score 11 to win. So I think I just need to get better at serving. Oh, I scored 2 points total?
Oh, you mean out of all the games you played?
Yes, out of all the games.
One?
No, out of all the games you played.
Oh, okay, yeah, 4.
Yeah, probably a total of 4. But hopefully I'll do better today. I just have to work on my serves, mostly, right? Yeah, because in pickleball, you can only score a point when you're serving. And so if you fail a serve, then you deprive yourself the opportunity to get a point, which I'm pretty good at doing. this time?
Much better.
Much better. Instead of my overall score of all the games being 4 points, this time I finally got 4 points in one game. Yeah, but it was great, and I still have some coffee left. And it's good cold, because he's good at making coffee. Okay, so we just went to Trader Joe's, and it was highly eventful. I know.
What the hell did they do to our basil plant?
What they do to our basil plant. First thing, we'll go from least important to most important. It is redemptive of my last grocery trip because they actually had the hash browns that I wanted. It was highly successful. Second thing, I asked the employee if they had miso paste, and he said, no, we don't. Miso, sorry. But I missed that. I didn't catch that until he walked right past us. He didn't even like wait to get a laugh or anything. He was just like, we don't. Miso, sorry. And kept walking.
It so casually and walked
away. It was
away.
so casual, and then he walked away. And I said, Luke, he just said miso, sorry. He started laughing so hard. Next, tell them about your new friend.
So 2 months ago, I ran into a fellow outside of Fred Meyer, and he stopped me as I was walking into Fred Meyer and said, hey, your sandals are great. They're Bedrock sandals. He's like, I have some too. They're great. And we only talked for like 2 minutes, and then that was it. And then today we were checking out in Trader Joe's, and he's like, hey, I like your Merrills. And then I look up and it's that same guy, and I was like, what the heck? 2 different towns. I run into the same guy, and he's complimenting my shoes. So we exchanged phone numbers.
They became friends over shoes. What else did we get that you're excited about? My goodness. We got these chocolate strawberry pieces, and the packaging's so cute. He got herbal tea! We haven't had caffeine-free tea in this house.
Got you herbal tea.
It's not like you're the biggest herbal tea drinker.
Got us herbal tea, lady.
Alrighty. And we got pumpkin butter. Are you gonna try it?
No.
Why not?
Yes, I will.
So Luke is taking me somewhere. It's a surprise, so I don't know what it is, which I guess is the definition of a surprise. But what I know is it's gonna be a pretty drive there. What else do I know?
That's it.
That's it. And that he hasn't done it before either, so I have no guesses because I've only lived here for a month, so I don't think I would even know what it is, so stay tuned.
Ranch of Grants Pass.
The Gistich Ranch of Grants Pass.
It's so pretty out here.
It's gorgeous, pal. Oh, what a good surprise. Thank you. I love you.
Love you.
Coffee, pie, and it is unbelievable out here. What'd you think? Really good? I guess that she might have some competition. Kitty! It's me, you're the problem, it's you. Thank you so much for that nugget. Luke and I have been seeing it since we saw your last video. Great costumes, by the way. I thought they were amazing and you both did a really good job. And I'm just so sad that Chrissy and Eddie died. Like, I'll be sad about that forever because they were both wonderful. Like, we were all immediately attached to Chrissy and then they had to kill her off. So I'm glad that they got to live on through you and Calvin because they're memorable characters. I'm so mad that Eddie died. It's so sad about it. So Halloween, I was inside all night because I was not feeling very well. I watched Hocus Pocus and stayed cozy and kind of edged out until Luke got home. He was at work anyway, so it's not like we could have gone out and really done anything. Yeah, today Luke and I played some chess. Look at these pieces. They're so cool. He got this set from Mexico like years and years ago, so I'm glad he found it so we could play because the other day we played on the chess.com app where it kind of gives you a rating based on your skills and it analyzes your games. And so yeah, super fun. He beat me, obviously. He's like, wow, that's weird. I didn't expect to beat you. I thought I would be way worse at this. And I said, why did you think that? And he goes, because I'm not very good at chess. And I said, well, I'm not very good at chess. I've probably played like 12 games in my whole life. So we're gonna play chess now with each other, and we're gonna research it on how to get better, and I think it's gonna be really fun. Maybe I'll need to watch The Queen's Gambit, because I've heard that has started everyone's chess obsession the last couple of years. Jill, my roommate from last year, watched it, and she became obsessed with chess very, very quickly. I think that's what I'll have to do. Tonight I'll probably edit and then watch the new Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, which I've seen all the Ahsoka episodes where it gives like backstories to Ahsoka's life. I haven't seen the Count Dooku one, so I'm excited because Liam Neeson is voicing Qui-Gon Jinn, which is amazing. It's so sad that Qui-Gon Jinn's only in The Phantom Menace because he's everyone's favorite. Like, we love Qui-Gon, so I'm excited to watch that, and then I'll just wait for Luke to get home. Bye-bye.